Okay, I'm going to take my seeds. I'm going to spill them out of the Dixie cup into the clear plastic cup. That's going to be activity 3. Now, we're going to poke some holes for drainage, because if you don't poke holes when you water your plants or your seeds, you can end up with the soil being too wet, and that will rot the seeds. So you need good drainage. I'm going to poke holes using just a sharp pencil from the inside out. If you try to poke them from the bottom, the Dixie cups are actually too strong. So I'm going to poke from the inside. Maybe 5, 6 holes in each cup. How many is that? That's perfect. And I'm going to do that in each cup. Try not to poke the bottom off the cup. Oh, it makes a nice sound. You can make nice little patterns. Try not to poke yourself. Don't get hurt. So again, the drainage holes are because you don't want too much water to collect in the bottom of the cups, in the soil, because then your seeds will get too wet and they can rot. Too dry, they dry out and your plants won't live. Too wet, they will rot. Okay, once you have holes in the bottom of all the cups, the next thing we're going to do is fill them with soil. So I got my little Dixie cups over the newspaper because I am going to spill some extra soil all over the place, and you don't want anybody in your family getting too upset with you for making a mess. I think if I do this kind of carefully, I can pour the soil in. I'm going to start by filling them up maybe halfway. Oh, actually, this is going pretty well. I sort of made a nice funnel from the cups. Pretty impressive. All right, filling them up. Here we go. If you see any big sticks or chunks, you can take those out. Now, if you look at this carefully, you might see little white things, little white specks in the soil. That's called vermiculite. That's something that gets added to potting soil, seed starting mix. It helps retain moisture. This is actually really nice seed starting mix. It has compost, worm castings, regular old soil, some vermiculite, and it probably has peat moss or coconut coir, which helps retain the moisture. All right, got our cups kind of full. Made a mess. There we go. You got to make a mess, and especially if you're rushing late at night to make a video for your students, put the cups in a tray, and I'm going to water them. I want the soil nice and wet before I plant. And of course the tray is there because some of this water is going to sink through, and you might actually at this point walk away, wait a few minutes, let the water do its thing, and then come back in a little while. Why isn't it draining? That's not a good sign. All right, Lauren, why isn't it draining?
It's a ton of water with tiny holes.
Yep.
And as you can see, bubbles coming up.
So the water's pooling up there. Maybe I didn't poke enough holes. Yep, my holes are too small. That's kind of a drag. Now this is going to be really messy. You might as well stop.